okay. I don't know. All right, y'all. We trying to see if we can get this. If we can get this multi-chat working, man. Also, I'm trying to multi-stream, so I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Y'all gotta bear with it looks like I just got IG to work, but then now troubleshoot my stream. Alright. Public. Next. Let's see. Copy. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. It just worked. That's what's crazy. Okay, okay. Copy. Okay, okay. Alright, so I think we in this thing. I think we actually on IG. But I had to. Okay, okay. So yeah, man, I'm trying to troubleshoot my stream, man, because I'm trying to get this multi-chat to work, and I'm trying to go on multiple platforms at the same time and let you in. What you trying to get in? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see my. See, when you commented that, it was supposed to actually be on my multi-chat, but it's not. So that's insane, because I can't be checking like four different chats at the same time. I gotta get this to work, but we gonna make it do what it do eventually, man. I guess right now we could just get back into this. Pause. We could get back into this Diddy, man. We really could. Let's see.
Screaming, literally kicking and screaming back down the hallway by her hair into the room.
This, if
we
you believe
no
this
longer have any argument of consent. If the jury believes her, which is, you know, credibility is always an issue here. If the jury believes her, all the arguments that she didn't consent fly out the window.
That's right. That is forceful, violent. You will no longer have to play this dance out of whether or not she was in on the freak offs. If she was trying to escape and he forcefully drags her back into a room, that's a rough day for Diddy. Now, Diddy, I think, will try to establish that something else happened entirely, that it had to do with him seeing something on a cell phone.
They had a mutually violent relationship.
A violent relationship.
Part of the course of their conduct, that they would often have these kind of like almost consensual, non-consensual kind of actions together. Then
he needs to do that. I mean, frankly, that is the death
knell
for Diddy.
That's a lot to be doing.
She is
trying
credible
to check
on this
Instagram
point about wanting to leave that freak off,
no
expressing
way.
verbally that you
Frank,
want to leave,
what's up, man? Hey, I'm trying to
down the hallway and being dragged
Frank,
back in.
I'm trying
That's
to
really
get this
game, set,
stream,
match.
man,
I do also
together.
want to point out some of the testimony she said about after the freak offs. There's circumstantial
But listen to this
evidence
freak
that
off
these
news,
things
man. This is
weren't
wild,
entirely
man.
sort of
Hey,
consensual acts. She
everybody on
described that there
IG,
was
man.
video all over the wall,
If you
and she
say
said there was
something and
sometimes
I don't
be
see
blood
it,
on
I'm
the
sorry,
linens
because this
of
multi-chat is
the
not
violent
working.
nature
Y'all
of
know
these sex
Unc
acts and the
is.
beating.
Y'all know Unc is out of here, man. Y'all know Unc don't know how to work this stuff. So my thing is, I'm trying to get this multi-chat to work, and it's just not working because I need to be able to watch the whole chat, every platform, because I'm gonna have 1 to 0 people in every platform, so I need to see all the chats combined. So that's what I'm working on. And so the issue is Twitch is the only one that's showing up. And so, like, yeah, I can't be going back and forth like this. Let me see. And then I don't even know what's going on YouTube. So y'all just bear with me, man. Y'all just bear with me. Like, just, let's just get into this Diddy, man. Let's just, again, pause, man.
And one other thing, she also said that he liked it when she was on her period.
Oh my God!
I didn't remember that part of the testimony.
He's a vampire.
Well, then that's not.
He's actually a vampire as well. He's not only a criminal, but he's a vampire. I just posted a reaction clip. I posted a clip of a woman saying that she did that to a man. Well, she didn't do it on purpose. It accidentally happened. And she said she was crying and she was gonna die. And she said he was throwing up and he was being dramatic. She said he was being dramatic. She said she was gonna cry and die, but he ate it and he was the one being dramatic. So that's actually insane, man. But Diddy, on that type of timing, he would have been cool with it.
That'd be as helpful.
They tested. Well, no, there was some of that, but also he would schedule these things often during her period because.
Oh my!
He had a fascination.
Whatever.
Sure.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Diddy, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good, man. This is only the beginning. This is Cassie's testimony. I don't know if I'm particularly too fond of this drawing of Cassie. It doesn't paint her in the best light, but yeah, man, this is what's going on.
That was the testimony. There was, I was going to make a point. I lost it. Anyway.
Right, but some of that blood could have been from the violence that she claims to have endured. And then if you have some hotel workers who come in and testify as to the state of the room after Diddy would leave the hotel, not knowing, not being there present during the freak-offs, but just seeing the state of the room, the broken vases in the Intercontinental Hotel, some of that will start to look like an ordinary jury member that wasn't just sex going on in there, that was something more, and maybe some participant in.
I don't know, because yeah, I mean, back in the day, man, they used to make movies, and every time when the main character and the girl, that they would get together, you know, like, I guess he was like a bad boy or whatever, they would get together and he'll just knock over everything, and she looked like she enjoyed it. So it could have been some of that going on, you know, like, it's like, I don't care, I just want it now, and you just wipe everything off the table. That's what they used to do in movies back in the day.
And it didn't want to be there.
One other point that I really want to make here, I think it's important, is she started to lay the foundation, the groundwork for the prosecution's case that he was the mastermind of a criminal enterprise, which I know it's going to be the hardest thing for prosecutors to prove. She started to lay that by listing the employees that knew about the endeavors and that engaged and helped in these freak-offs. Remember, the freak-offs are a couple of things. Number one, you have the sex act. You have the coercion of Cassie into the sex act. And also you have the paying prostitutes to go across state lines, it's essential for a federal case, across state lines.
Hey, do y'all know that you can get caught up? Like, you can get caught up just flying a little friend in town, man. You can. You can get Shannon sharpened. You could get Diddy, man. Like, obviously he was, you know, up to something nefarious, man. But for you could just go out of town, meet somebody, fly them out, and then, yeah, now you're a trafficker. And don't let her, like, just be careful these days.
To engage in these freak-offs with Cassie.
That's right.
With he and Cassie. By listing the employees, here's the criminal enterprise.
Yes. Now we have others involved.
Friends. He was sending out people in order to do his bidding for him. There were FaceTimes being set up not by Cassie, but with other people in his employ. So there's a criminal act, which is the bringing people across state lines for coercive sex.
That he's coordinating.
That he is coordinating with a number of other people. Though if the prosecution can prove it, and they've got a long way to go to prove it, right? This is one witness, and there's a lot of hearsay, it seems, that might be involved here. They've got to prove it, but if they can prove it, here's your criminal enterprise, here's the mastermind, here's the RICO case.
That's exactly right. Everyone has been asking, is this just a customer of a prostitution company where he ordered some things? That's not a criminal enterprise. But all of a sudden, if you have employees...
So that's legal? Well, no, it's not an enterprise, but it's still criminal activity. Or is that legal? I don't know what's...
They have what's called a hub and spoke. In conspiracy and RICO cases, you'll hear this term, which means someone is the center and they are directing the spokes, like the spokes of a wheel. And there's your criminal enterprise. If they can establish Diddy, who in opening statements they said preferred to be called king, you now have your leader direct.
Hey, we all, as men, we call each other king now. That's what we do. We be like, yes, king. We be like, keep your head up, king. Focus on yourself, king. Like, this is what we do now. We actually just boost each other up. Again, he probably actually thought he was a real king. He probably thought he was a god, to be honest. So, but yeah, just saying.
Directing orders to underlings, there's your enterprise. And that's what the prosecution, as you said, this is day one of Cassie's testimony. She's not going to be their only witness on this point, but they need to start laying that foundation if they're going to uphold a conspiracy RICO type offense.
Yeah, just one last point. In addition to being like to be called the king, he was also the one, according to Cassie, who was actually bankrolling the whole thing.
Right.
She would sometimes hand the money over, but it was his money. So again, you're just establishing that he is the centerpiece of this criminal enterprise. These others are unindicted co-conspirators.
Whose money is it gonna be? Farnsworth Bentley? It's not gonna be. It's gonna be Diddy's money. I mean, is this something with the court system is very. They have to, I guess, build a case, and they have to find the evidence piece by piece, even though it's obvious that it's going to be Diddy's money, man.
Just because they're not also facing charges doesn't mean they weren't part of this larger conspiracy, this larger enterprise, but he has to be the fulcrum of it in order for them to really prove their case, and that's what they're trying to do here. Yeah. Obviously, huge day for Diddy, for Cassie, for the prosecution. She won the day, but that's what's going to happen every day during the prosecution's case in chief. When you turn to the defense's case or cross-examination of Cassie, you're going to have the tide switch back. As good a day as it was for the prosecution, I think by any measure it was a good day.
The ebb and flow of this case is just beginning.
Yeah, because it's probably, y'all seen that Chopper, y'all seen the Chopper interview, didn't you? Y'all seen that? Let me see if I can pull it up. I should have been had that pulled up, but what's his name? Chopper from Making the Band. He was like saying that Cassie was kind of with it. That's what he was saying. He said she liked to get drunk and do what she do, man. But I don't know why he would. Let me see.
When it comes to ideas for your bath project,
I don't know why he would lie.
Options within
I don't know.
options.
He said something about Sarah from Making the Band too.
I could not believe my before
Bean
and after
check
picture.
commercials, man. But yeah, he said something about Sarah from Making the Band too. So some people were saying, like, some girls in my comments was like, yeah, he probably was hating because he didn't get the hit. So I don't know. He seemed kind of more player than that, man. Let's see what he's talking about.
To be fair, and I people get on me when I say this, but I feel like we just got to keep it real.
Okay.
Now, Cassie had a hit song.
She did.
With Me and You.
She did.
Ryan Leslie put that together, and he made it work with Cassie's tone. But the reality is, anyone could have a hit song.
Yes.
I could go to the booth after this, and I could just mess around and suddenly,
if with the right people,
with the right producer.
Correct.
And the right moment, and it just takes off. It goes viral on TikTok. Next thing I know, I have a hit song. Right? And I have no talent. It's just anyone could do it. It's the people who keep having hits after hits are the real talents in this in this industry, right?
Yes.
When I've always looked at Cassie and I hear the stories of, well, I just wanted to pursue my career, and Diddy kept like dangling the carrot,
That's what
and
she
like,
said.
oh, if you don't keep sleeping with me, we're not gonna give you studio time or a budget and whatever else. I get that, but at what point do you really look at yourself realistically and say, although I did have a moment with a hot song, I'm not really in the same caliber of singer as like a Mary J. Blige or a Whitney Houston or a Mariah Carey or all these, or a SZA or whatever else, and at one point I have to just accept that I had my moment, but I'm not really a musical star.
I don't know. I can't say that she's not a musical star because she never got a chance to
Okay.
Glad you got to bear with me now.
All right, well,
You gotta
okay,
bear
go
with me.
ahead, go
Bear
ahead.
with me.
Go ahead.
She never got a chance to showcase her musical talent is because
That's facts, because everybody know that when that it's just me and you. Hold on. It's just me and you. Yeah, that one. I've been waiting. Think I wanna make a move. I was in the Bay when that came out, and actually that was a slapper in the Bay. It was a big slap. So if she didn't become Diddy's girlfriend, who knew what she could have been? Like, cause she had Ryan Leslie. You know, I think she was dating Ryan Leslie at the time, and he's a actual genius. He's an actual music genius, and so he could have been producing, writing, I don't know, and she could have been making more Me and You's, but she got with Diddy, and they said Diddy, like, he got tender with her, or not tender, it's not really tender, but he got possessive. He got possessive, man, and it stopped her career.
as soon as she got down, the nigga he took her and started fucking on her and made it his old lady. He never gave her a chance to be a fucking star.
I know someone that was working at Bad Boy during this whole time, during the whole time that she was there.
I think I know him too.
Okay, we're not gonna say who it is.
Okay.
But yes, you do know.
Okay.
And he told me that when Cassie had a song that looked like it might react, that they spent the same effort pushing her music as every other artist on the label during that time.
I agree.
It just so happens that those songs didn't take off. But she had a lot of chances. She got a lot of features.
A million chances.
A million more
than everybody.
Than everyone else.
Everybody.
If she was not fucking Diddy, she would have been dropped off the label years before.
Facts, bro.
She had more chances than anyone.
Everybody.
See, and people, oh no, he was purposely holding her back. No, he was giving her real chances.
Too many.
So
that pussy must have been like macaroni.
Pussy must have been great. I get it. Right?
Yeah. I've
said this before. I've been around her before. She's cute, but I never thought that she was just stunning.
She's considered. She's
pretty.
Yeah, she's considered beautiful. She's beautiful.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, I don't know, Vlad. I mean, Vlad got that long money, so he probably see the baddest of the baddest. But I mean, I always thought she was beautiful. Like, I always thought, like, you know, Diddy found him one. I don't know what her past was or history, but I didn't know what it was about her, because obviously he was the party man. He could have had any chick, but I never thought to myself, like, why would he choose her, like, to be his main chick? Because she was beautiful. So Vlad be on one sometime.
She is Vlad, bro. She's beautiful.
I wasn't blown away being around.
I tell you one thing: if you had Cassie in the room right now, you'll fuck her on a rainy day.
I'm not saying I would or wouldn't fuck. So, yes, I probably.
Hey, but that's actually that's not saying much, Chop. Like, that's not, like, you know, as a man, like, we'll knock down a lot.
Fuck, I get it. Like, yeah, no, she's pretty. I'm not saying she's unattractive, but it's like, I've been around really just gorgeous. Like, I've been around Beyonce, and it's like, wow.
I get it.
Like, this is not Beyonce.
But keep in mind, and I'm not shooting that situation down. Beyonce had the people around her to make sure that she was able to become her. Cassie didn't. She had buku chances.
Yep.
But it sounded more like chances from dick.
But she's
yeah, man. Vlad be breaking the videos down. He be breaking the videos down in 50 parts. I don't know if I ever find it, but he also alluded to the fact that she was kind of that she was kind of with it, man. He did. He it's gonna be people coming out saying, like, oh, Cassie was with the shenanigans, and Diddy was just having fun. But I mean, from what we just heard in that video, dunking them in the baby oil, not just rubbing them down with the baby oil, dunking them in the baby oil while she was on her cycle. And then, not to mention, I heard something about feces too. I forgot because it was earlier, but yeah, man, this is wild, man. So I don't know, like, I'm kind of gonna speed through these topics, y'all, because actually I need to see my VODs and see what's going on with my audio. I need to research this chat, see why this multi-chat isn't working. So I really apologize. This is kind of like my first official stream, but it's a little bit lackluster, man. But don't worry, cause it's gonna be greater later. I'm telling you. Once I get it all, once I get the thing just laid out, it's gonna be so amazing. It's gonna be so amazing. But let's get into this next little topic, man. Your girl Cardi, man. So she divorced Offset, and she done got her a new one, man. Stephon Diggs. We heard the rumors, but they popping out. It's official. They're actually popping out. And they say my boy is a player, but we all know women love players, man. Let's see. So when he pop out with the babushka, I don't know what they call this, but when you see a dude that wear this type of material and they tie it up with the glide, I call it the babushka. I don't know what it is, but yeah, when they on different timing, man. They got the huzz. What y'all think? They look good together? Would you say that she has a type? Like, would you say she has a type? Like, would you say like Stephon Diggs is kind of like remind you of Offset a little bit? I mean, it wouldn't be too crazy to say, but I don't know. Y'all think Offset upset about this? I think he might be a little, like, because one thing we have seen him cheating. But he never popped out. Oh, wait a minute. I think he did. He popped out with 6ix9ine's ex. I think he did do that a few times. And he been caught cheating a lot. So I was kind of going to try to stall him out and be like, man, Cardi ain't got to do this. Cardi, you don't got to do this. You really don't got to do this. You could just spare Offset, man, please. Don't do this to him. He doesn't need to see this. You did this for the whole world to see. This is insane. Whoa! No way. And she got the toes out too? Yeah, y'all see that. She got the toes out with a big rock. I wonder if he got that. Hey, what hand is the wedding? What hand is the ring finger? Is that the ring finger? I'll probably never know, because I'll probably never get married, to be honest. Yeah, it's pandemonium, man. Pandemonium. Could you imagine going everywhere and that's what it's like every time? It's just pandemonium everywhere you go. Like, I would get sick of that. I would be highly upset that I have to walk through a lot of people, like, and just deal with people who want to take pictures and they don't care what you're doing. Like, could y'all handle that? It said Offset watching the Knicks game last night. You know what? I don't know. I think it's probably more of a pride thing, like, than anything. It's probably more just just a guy that's kind of lit. Like, he might have a little bit more, just people talking trash in the comments and stuff, adding you, all the bull you got to go through. But I mean, Offset will not be hurting, as far as the ladies department will go. And then the thing is, he the baby father. So it's like he always gonna have access. And he might be losing this battle, but he could win the war. He really could, to be honest. Like, you know, that's one reason why I never wanted to date women with children. Like, it's not about the children, it's about the baby father. He always gonna be there. And I don't know what type of relationship they got. I don't know, like, what they've been through. You could ask, but are people really gonna be, like, honest about the connection that they have and why they actually, like, you don't know if that person really wanted to be with them, but they said no, I don't want to be with you. So then you get somebody and you really the rebound, and you never knew it. And they might just be waiting on that call, and they might leave. So it's like, baby father, he's got to weigh in. He's got 1 foot in for the rest of his life. So yeah, he might be losing the battle, but there's still time for the war. Let's see, man. Oh, big news. Tory Lanez was stabbed in prison, man. Tory Lanez was stabbed in prison. He's in Bakersfield. I spent a lot of time in Bakersfield, man. That's where my dad lived. I used to go visit him out there, man. It's very hot. But yeah, man. Let's see what he got to say.
Yeah, good evening, guys. We're outside of the Kern Medical Center here in Bakersfield, where it's believed that rapper Tory Lanez is being treated after being attacked by another inmate this morning at a nearby state prison. And breaking news here into our newsroom, Tory Lanez had actually just posted on his social media stating that he was stabbed 14 times, including multiple wounds to his back, torso, and to his face and head. He also mentioned both of his lungs collapsed and was placed on a breathing tube. But he has been since breathing on his own. He has that he is in good spirits despite being in pain, and thanks everyone for their support. So how do we get to this today? So meanwhile, we've learned from officials that the attack happened around 7 a.m. this morning. The California Correctional Institution in Tehachapi, according to California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. That prison about an hour away from Bakersfield. Lanez, also known as Daystar Peterson, was provided medical aid after staff called 911. CDCR says that he was taken to an outside medical facility for further treatment. We are still waiting to confirm if he was in fact taken to Kern Medical here in Bakersfield. However, our crews earlier did see a medevac helicopter leaving the hospital's landing pad around 11 this morning. FlightRadar24.com shows flight data of the helicopter leaving that Tehachapi State Prison and arriving here to the hospital around that time of the reported incident. Lanez rose to fame in the 2010s with hits like The Color Violet and Say It, with his last 2 albums reaching the top 10 on the Billboard charts. He's currently serving a 10-year sentence at the facility for the 2020 shooting of rapper Megan Thee Stallion. According to CDCR, a jury found Lanez guilty of firearm-related charges when he shot Megan in the foot while she reportedly left a party at Kylie Jenner's Hollywood Hills home. That led to his conviction in August of 2023. Megan Thee Stallion was also granted a protective order earlier this year against Lanez until 2030, after officials say the rapper was harassing Megan from prison through his surrogates. And at this time, there is no word on Tory Lanez's attacker, but as soon as we do, we will...
Dude. This is terrible, man. You know, I think Tory Lanez is a talented artist, and you know, I think if he did shoot Megan, then if he did fire that weapon, then you know, this is what comes with it. All I can say is, Tory, just survive, man, because if you make it, you go straight to 50 Cent, and he's gonna make a movie. He's gonna make the movie. I'm telling you, like, I know you might have some issues with Rock Nation or whatever, but obviously 50, he don't really care about nothing that's going on over there. So if you do your time, you get out, you right now, I know you're making music too, but write the screenplay right now, and get it ready for Curtis, because Curtis is gonna make a fire movie out of it. I'm telling you, dude, you're going through so much right now. You're really going through a lot, man. I'm glad you're okay. You say you're in stable condition, man. And I just know once you make it out, like, nobody really couldn't tell you nothing already. So now, once you get out, like, it's nothing nobody could tell you. The music is gonna go crazy, man. It's really gonna go crazy. So, yeah, man, just prayers up to Tory Lanez and his family. I know they sick of it, man. This guy, Spider Loke, he's claimed to actually have a well, he does have a jail call with somebody who says they know what happened and why it happened. So let's check this out.
You hear me?
Oh yeah, I hear you now.
What it do, cuz?
Yo, I hear you, bro.
What's Gucci?
What's cracking?
What it do, Five?
Shit, nothing much to look, right? This morning, brother, the Mex came out and bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know.
So I hope y'all can hear that. Basically what he's saying, he said a Mexican, because it's very racial in prison, especially California prisons. He says a Mexican stabbed him and he had to be airlifted.
Nah, that's gonna respond when we come off this shit. We're gonna respond the right way to that.
They laid the yard down?
Nah, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over some. What he had did he have a debt, a gambling debt or something?
Nah, nothing like that. Shit, we don't even really know. We don't even know the whole situation, you know.
So it was just like some foul play. So it's finna be up.
Yeah, it did for sure with some foul play.
Damn, cuz. What nobody?
Tory Lanez with the money that Tory Lanez is making, he's pretty much a factor in prison because he's probably he's getting everybody more than honey buns. Let me just put it like that. You know, he's not just providing people honey buns on their birthday. Like, he's actually a factor in probably criminal activity and militant activities, because we all know it takes money to go to war, and in prison they're just constantly at war, man. So it makes sense to get something done to him. Now, I don't know if it was just a personal thing, because we know Tory, he doesn't hold his tongue. So I don't know if he just felt like he felt comfortable in there, like he just wanted, he kicking his feet up and he popping it. I don't know. He might have been popping it. I don't know. But from what everybody's saying, it seems like this was a targeted attack. And we can assume that this is almost like taking this is like taking the head off the snake, because he's providing money, man. I'm not saying criminally. I'm just saying, like, you put money on books and things happen. It's very legal to put money on people's books.
Nobody right there with him? Wasn't nobody right there with him when he went down?
Yeah, I guess nobody wasn't. He was by himself out there. He got a whole tier full of necks. He on a whole tier full of necks.
Wow.
Because you already know, once we get on this shit, we press some play on, press play.
I'm already knowing. God damn. You don't know if he gonna be all right or not either, huh?
Let me see.
Nah, we don't know yet.
There's a driver from a small town in California who walked away.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I just this whole thing is bad.
Don't pull through though.
That's right. That's crazy, because I've been out here.
I'll tell you.
I've been, the whole time he's been going through what he's been going through, I've been feeling like that nigga got railroaded. I hate to see him in that position. I'm glad.
Man, for sure, he got railroaded.
Yeah, he got railroaded. I'm glad that
that's an innocent man in prison, bro.
I believe it, 100%. How he been
in prison, everybody say they innocent.
Programming, and he been programming cool.
Man, all he do is program, come outside, work out, play ball, do him.
That's right. I heard it's been cracking up there too. It was a riot the other day, not too long ago.
Yeah, it was like I want to say like 3 weeks ago, it was a riot.
Yeah, I got.
Like 2, 3 weeks. Yeah.
You been straight though?
Yeah, it be cracking up here. Yeah, I been straight. You know me, keeping my head up high. I got 4 months left.
As you should. As you should.
Yeah, I be out there.
You gotta tap in, come through the black box when you get out here, man.
I got you. I'm gonna put up the black box tomorrow. It's good.
Like, well, good. I'm finna get this shit out to the people. Let them know Tory Lanez all right, but he went through something. I'm glad you tapped in, cuz. Good looking.
Yeah, man. So it just looked like Tory Lanez. You know, we don't know the exact motive, but the good thing is that he's okay. You know, and like I said, he's just he going through a lot, and he's got a hell of a story. I'm pretty sure when he gets out, people are gonna support the music. Even though he's still making it while he's locked up, which is crazy. Technology is just crazy. And yeah, his story will make a nice piece of content. Yeah, as terrible as that sounds, you know, what a consumer I am, but I really believe that, you know, somebody like 50 Cent, he can make something very interesting, or Netflix, whoever wants to buy it. If they try to cancel him in the music industry, then at least he has this one last thing he could cash in. But I don't think that's gonna happen though. So prayers to Tory Lanez. One more thing, man. It seems, I don't know if you guys are familiar with DDG, popular streamer. He actually set a lot of trends when it comes to streaming and you know, vlogs and things like that. He actually had a child with Haley Bailey, or Holly, I don't even know, but you know, this is the young woman who played in Little Mermaid, the live action Little Mermaid. They had a child together, beautiful child named Halo. She's gotten a restraining order on my guy, and this is crazy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, DDG is a very smart man. He's very, very methodical, and he's very you know, he just released the album. I don't know if he would go that far. You know, I don't know if he on his Kanye, if he would say, hey, file a restraining order so I could, you know, get some motion going for this album. I don't think he would do that, because we've been seeing him go back and forth pretty much. But when he has his son, he seems like a great father. And when you see him in interviews, when he's on his own stream, he's a little bit more open. But when you see him in interviews, he seems very chill, very calm. And I you know, I would be, you don't know people, but I would be very surprised if he actually, you know, attacked her. Like, that would be very shocking. But we don't know these celebrities. We don't know what they do, man. But he actually found out while he was on Aiden Ross's stream. And if that's one of the biggest reasons why I was like, man, is this planned? Because it's like, they all say, like, any, you know, any news is like, or any publicity is good publicity, right? So I'm like, how like crazy is that to find out you get a stream? I mean, you find out you get a restraining order on one of the biggest streams. So let's see what he's talking about.
A stylist? Why are they saying GGTMZ?
Oh my God, they said GGTMZ.
Why are they saying GGTMZ?
Oh my God. GGTMZ is insane. Now. The chat, man, that's one of the scary things about being just a celebrity, man, because internet does not care. The internet does not care. No chill.
What? Oh. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real.
But,
that's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? All that.
Bruh, if it's on TMZ,
no, I'm saying, but I don't know.
Yo.
If it's on TMZ, it's gotta be real. What the comments say? She said, I just love how she moved in silence. She did what she needed to do. She went to court. She has all the evidence, videos of everything happened. I just now pray for her healing and she can move past this. That must be a close friend. She knows she got the videos, the evidence, everything. Golly. How do you allegedly put your hand on your kid's mom that you show much love for via the internet? Yeah, this is bad, man.
Yo, Stop these fake allegations. This is a father. This is a real person. It's a good human being.
But I don't
But hey,
understand.
bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like I gotta be.
Just don't do it, bro. Come here. Fuck that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false in this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG. And anyone got anything to say?
The fake narrative.
I don't feel like.
Whoa. That's insane, man. That's insane. The crazy thing about it's just like, I don't know, like, I think Diddy messed it up for a lot of people, to be honest. I think Diddy messed it up for a ton of people because you can't really give nobody the benefit of the doubt no more. Diddy used to be associated with black excellence. So we thought, yeah, he a little party dude. We know how these dudes with money and power move, you know, like we kind of thought he could have been a little gangster, but we didn't know that he was abusing women, you know. And so now if some kind of scandal happens with another celebrity, it's like you don't even know if you know, you can't really like just take up for him right away. You can't, because you don't know. But from what I've seen from DDG, he seems like a cool dude. So this is crazy, man. I just want to say, if anybody is still in here across these multiple platforms, or anybody that might see this VOD, because I'm gonna review it, make sure that you know, fix what I can fix. I've been going live for about 40 minutes. I want to continue to do this, man, and I want to get better at it. I really do. I want to start a community. I want to I just want to have, you know, fun doing this. I want to make something positive. You know, I want to talk about stuff people care about, but I also want to just talk about things, you know, when I say care about, I mean like news like these, like the things I just reacted to, man. But I also want to talk about a plethora of other things, man. I want to game a little bit too. I wish GTA 6 was coming out. I mean, I wish it was coming out like soon. And I'm on PC, so I still gotta wait. Even after that, I gotta wait after that. And I'm not buying a PlayStation. I'm not. So, in the meantime, I want to talk about some real stuff, you know. And I actually need the help of everyone. So, if you come across this VOD, most likely on YouTube, cause nobody's going to be watching VODs on Twitch. If you watch this VOD on YouTube, man, please follow, like, subscribe. And I'm going to be working on my soundboard. Look at this. Oh, yes, sir. Look at that. Look at that. And look at this. Speaking of DG, I need his sound a little. He got a nice one. And then this one. Wow. Yeah. So I'm working on everything, man. I'm trying to get it together, man. I got my little soundboard, you know, and just trying to figure out all this stuff. But I appreciate anybody that stopped through, and yeah, man, I'm just talk to y'all later.